It's time to get your mind right with the Mind on Greatness podcast crew. Welcome to the Mind on Greatness podcast show.
What it is, my good people. Welcome to the Mind on Greatness podcast show. Currently one deep. Waiting on my boys to hop in here with me so we can switch up the vibes and let y'all know what we really be on. You know what I'm saying? But overall, last time y'all heard me speak, I talked about the NFL and how the season ended. Without me being a negative Nancy, overall it was a pretty good season. We got to see some unexpected things occur. Got to see the most obvious thing occur. So it is what it is. Oh, there go one of the homies. Let me let him in. My boy.
What's good?
Hey, shit. I gotta fix my earphones. Oh, if you let me. Yeah, before you hopped in here, I was talking to him about the last time we spoke about the NFL football season and how it was a bitter ending, but overall it was a very exciting season. You know what I'm saying? We got to experience some things we didn't expect to happen. We got to experience the expected thing to happen. So overall, without being a negative Nancy, as I was saying, it was overall a good season, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? It was a good season. But I also was telling him about it's time for the switch up. You know what I'm saying? The season is over. We've been diving deep into the football scene for the last X amount of months, and that's been our go-to. But now it's time to get into the real. Again, welcome, my boy Capo. You know what I'm saying? He popped up. We waiting on one more. If you hop on, good job. If not, shout out to you. We got love for you. Same thing for Mike. But the show must go on. You know, and as the show goes on, you know what I'm saying? We're just gonna touch up on a little bit of subjects we thought was very interesting, and I felt like we felt like needed to be brought out to the open and discussed between the real and not just the media, because the media has their own way of putting spin on stories, but we have our own way that we like to put spins on stories. We like to talk about it from the factual and actual side, and not just the 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 eyes of the media. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and as I'm talking about, it's one big subject, in my opinion, that needs to be brought up more is the this is something we all talked about, the accountability factor when it comes to anybody. Don't matter if you're a famous person, a rich person, an everyday person like me and K-Po who get up and do what they got to do to take care of their job, their family, whatever else falls in line with that. Accountability has to be held. It has to be accounted for. You can't let accountability fall by the wayside. And as K-Po was saying in our chat, it's nobody's taking accountability for each other no more. Everybody just giving an okay to everything somebody do. It's okay. It's all right. That's live. That's this. Oh, this is fun to do this. It's fun to do that. Man, growing up, it wasn't fun to do some of the shit we y'all think is fun now. Going to jail just to get some views, just to stunt and say you big dog, go to jail. I mean, Capo, you can hop in at any time and voice your opinion. I'm just rambling right now. But bro,
Uh,
it's
I gotta agree with you, man. I mean, like I said in the chat, you know, we live in a society, man, that glorifies doing wrong. We live in a society that, you do wrong and you get a little tap on the hand or they look the other way. You know
Right.
what I mean? And the problem with our society and why it's worse is there's no accountability. There's no accountability. You know what I mean? One thing my kids know is that I tell them, you gonna get in trouble for something.
Right. Oh
I
yeah.
mean, it may not end with a whooping. But you gonna know that whatever you did wrong is wrong, and you
And
can't do it again. You know what I mean? But in our world, today's climate, it's not like that.
right. And the one of the biggest things I feel like that is missing from that accountability factor is that as an adult, you got to kind of, as an adult in today's society, you got to kind of be hesitant to what you're saying to certain kids. You get what I'm saying? And I shouldn't have to walk around on eggshells when I see somebody doing wrong as a grown ass man that's lived life and I know right from wrong. I should be able to see some youngsters. It don't matter the race, but most of the time I'm tending to my black people because that's where I'm from. That's what I grew up around. But anyways, this shouldn't matter the race. If I see some youngsters on the corner about to execute a mission that's just straight up wrong, I should be able to say something without
Facts.
the youngsters turning around and saying, "What you talking about, you old nigga? We got the switches for you too." Da, da, da. Like, what is that about, bro? I'm trying to keep you from going down the road that's gonna ruin not only your life, but every opportunity you have from this point on, as far as woman, getting the right woman, getting the right job, getting the right respect. You know what I'm saying? Because once you step into certain lives, there is no backing out. And to us as regular human beings, we gonna see it and be like, man, he was young and dumb. Man, he deserved another chance. But on the flip side of things, there's paper that follow you, and some people just gonna look at that and be like, no, bro. Why'd you even think that was okay?
Well, another thing, we black, bro, and that's why I think systematically, and now we finna get into my theory on what I think is going on. I think, man, the government is orchestrating this on our society so more black people can be incarcerated. That's what I believe, right? I believe that, we're sitting here thinking that our society is better because, they're on our side. They're not on our side. White people do stuff with a game plan. Of course, I'm not being ignorant. I'm not saying every white person. So I don't want y'all to sit here and be like, "Oh, boss talking about every white person." That's not what I'm saying.
Right,
And,
right, right.
but what I'm saying is for the ones that move like that, I'm saying they're the ones that orchestrate. White people move with a plan, right? And you think about it. My wife was a school teacher for
Right.
over 10 years, right?
Eesh.
And once she told me about the school system, is kids can beat up teachers, be having sex in school, stuff like that. Nothing happened to them. But if the teacher dare say anything to that student, that teacher is fired and blackballed, right? But this
Right,
student, right, who just put their hands on that teacher is good, right? He just going with his life, right? No accountability, no in-school suspension, nothing. It's just he going with his life. What I'm telling you is this: the way things are orchestrated in that school, they pushing them towards jail, right? What happens when you go to jail? Yeah, you glorify jail. Oh man, yeah, they got tablets in jail now. All that, man, jail is jail, but you can't get no job.
right, right,
So
right,
you
right.
can't get no job. So then, what you gonna do? I'm gonna start robbing, right? Because when you get that big one, that felony on your record, it's only certain jobs you can work. Matter of fact, you can find a job, but it's only certain ones you can work.
Right.
It's gonna be a truck driver, or you cutting grass, or you cutting hair. You got to become an entrepreneur. You can't even go for the 6-figure job like everybody else can. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right, right.
So it's like it's all starting from the youth. Starting they grooming them from when they in school. You know what I mean? No accountability, right? They can say what they want. It's cool.
Yep.
You better not say nothing to them. They can do what they want, and then there's an excuse. Oh man, his mama crackhead. Okay, I'm sorry his mama a crackhead, but at the end of the day, hey man, you still gotta conduct yourself like a human being in society, bro.
You still gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta be the one to break the curse. You know what I'm saying? Just because your mama, your daddy, your brother, your uncle, your cousin, whoever went down that path, you gotta remember, as you create your lane, as you grow up, you gotta make your own decisions. You can't sit here and base everything you do off of the past. You gotta have accountability for yourself. That's what I'm trying to get at. And then again, to another point I wanted to make, what I was referring to earlier about me not being able to take account for these kids over here that's about to execute a mission that's not worth it. It sucks because when me and you was growing up, it didn't matter if they knew your mom and daddy or not. If an OG or somebody seen you finna do something dumb, they automatically took accountability and said, "Hey, don't you throw that rock at my car window, because I'm gonna let you know right now. We finna have a problem, and then me and your people finna have a problem. So don't even do that. You know better than that." That's the accountability was everywhere around us when we was coming up. We really didn't have the true opportunities to go out and excuse my French, go f off or fuck off or whatever. We ain't had it. We could have, but it would have took a tremendous amount of effort and sneakiness to get it done. So instead of doing that, they provided so much pressure on us. So instead of doing that, we just said, man, we might as well leave that alone and wait till it's our time to do whatever we got to do the right way.
Exactly.
Because our people will punish you worse than the prison system. You know what I'm saying? So when we was growing up, we left that alone. Even if you just got a call from school, hey, Lil D, he was talking in class today. Oh, okay, he was. Oh, okay. And whichever one get home first, no matter if it's your mama, your grandma, your uncle, your daddy, you finna catch your ass whooping four different ways from four different people just for talking in class. Nah, I don't need that. I don't need that.
Exactly. But also the government too. You think about it like this, it's a lot of parents that are afraid to discipline their kids because of the government. Their kids are now calling the police and CPS on their parents. I'm telling you right now, if I call CPS on my dad was a Hall of Famer at whoopings, bro. Like he in the Hall of Fame, bro. He the best whooper I've ever. But I'm telling you, man. And then the thing with him was he didn't do the same thing every time. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't. His approach to it wasn't the same every time. You didn't know that boy be like, he'll get home, he'll tell you, I'm gonna whoop you when you get home. You get home, he go in the room, he talk to his gal on the phone. Yeah, baby, you know what I'm saying? You like, dang, okay, he forgot. I'm finna go to sleep. That boy come wake you up. Yeah, you thought I forgot? Go on, strip, man. Yeah, I know the time of it. You know what I mean? So it's the accountability factor that from the parents too.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So that's why this next generation is so doomed. But that's why I try to do my part where I can into reaching out to the youth,
Right.
doing the things that I can from within my realm to make sure these youth, understand, man, that ain't nobody gonna hold your hand for you. You know what I mean? They gonna tell you everything all right until you do something wrong. And then you get out here and you see life for what it really is, and now what? What you got? All because you was a follower. All because you didn't know what accountability was.
Right.
You know what I mean? When you become a grown man, you really start seeing stuff for what it is, especially in our community. The problem I have with us as African Americans is the self-hate, but also we prideful, bro.
Yeah.
We prideful. We want to keep it real.
Too damn prideful at times, bro.
Yeah. We prideful. We want to keep it real. And like Dave Chappelle said, we're keeping it real go wrong. What goes wrong is you end up in that penitentiary.
Right.
Because you trying to be loyal to people. Man, I saw I'm gonna get preachy. I saw a pastor talk about his friends. And he was like, man, you gotta look at your group of friends. You got a circle. And if your circle ain't moving where you moving, or y'all moving together, then they ain't the circle for you.
Right.
So
right.
if you trying to move this way and they trying to pull you this way, they ain't the circle for you. So if they out here robbing, stealing, shooting, doing stuff like that. But you trying to do good things with your life. You trying to go to school. You trying to go to the military. Whatever you trying to do. You just trying to do something positive and be what's the word I'm looking for? An asset.
Yeah.
Contribute to society.
Right.
You
And,
gotta. You
and
gotta.
then what's I ain't gonna lie to what affects this generation now too is stuff you just mentioned is almost frowned upon, you know what I'm saying, for people who do stuff like that look out for their communities. They don't not them the kids that's growing up nowadays see that as a weirdo, a stranger, or somebody that's just I don't even know how to explain it because I'm not in their shoes, I'm not in their generation, I'm not in their schools, but I've seen it become a thing to where it's like, oh, hit me up on the gram or hit me up on this and XYZ. Oh, I don't have that. Well, what do you do? Oh, I'm in this type of honor society class in school, or I'm in this and that. But it's like it's a way you can do both sides. Like I get it. You got the one side that want to be straight entrepreneurs, and then you got the other side that just want to stick to the system. But at the same time, you got to let the kid that's sticking to the system develop because you never know. You know what I'm saying? Common sense is a thing. You really don't need too much book work, book smarts to make it in this world. You just got to have a high sense level of common sense. But while that kid is in school, don't shun them for learning some of the book stuff because once they develop the common sense, they're going to be able to, float in both sides of the world. I
Yeah.
can go over here and work with the 9 to 5s and get me a 6-figure job, or I can go over here with the entrepreneurs, you know what I'm saying, and make and create my own whatever and make money off of that.
Yeah.
So it's tough for kids nowadays because they literally have it to where they can pick several different roads, and whichever road they pick leads out to a different outcome of life. Back in the day, it was only two roads. It's either you gonna be successful or you ain't gonna be successful. It's either you gonna be good or you're gonna be bad. And nowadays they got too many choices just at their fingertips, man. Just
Yeah.
with the technology, they got so many choices they can do to be. They can learn how to be so many different characters, bro. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and what I mean by that is they can learn how to be a Malcolm X, or they can learn how to be nothing against them, an NBA young boy.
Yep.
They can learn how to be a Michael Jordan, or they can learn how to be a hot sauce. You get what I'm saying? And for those who don't know who hot sauce is, he was in N1. He hooped. He hooped. He was a cold handler in N1. You know what I'm saying? But like I'm saying, it's just a reference. You know what I'm saying? They can go look at the same thing and still come out and have two different versions of it come out. So again, like I said, when we was growing up, we ain't had the internet right there at our fingertips to see this stuff. We had to like either see it live or wait to hear people talk about this person. It's like, who is this person? Now, so you see him on TV, like, oh, now I know who that is. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, man, something we got as a group, as a whole, as a people, we got to take accountability. Just straight up, we got to take accountability. We got to make sure we know our kids' business. Because back in the day, again, I hate to keep bringing it up. Mom and daddy knew your damn business, whether you
Facts.
told them or not. I don't even know how they found out. They just look at you and be like, oh, so you back doing that again, huh? Like, what you
Yep.
talking about? And you literally just came back from doing it. Like, you walked smooth in the house and you ain't done it for a while. And here you go, the first day back at it. Oh, so you back doing that again? Like, bro, I leave me alone. How you even know? I'm going to my room. Don't even tell me to go to my room. I'm going to my
And
room.
like I got my daughter's older. You know what I mean? So I got a preteen. So she get in her preteen stage where she feel like, oh, I feel like talking to you. I go in her room and talk to her. Are you
Yeah,
gonna talk to me today?
yeah, you
What
you
you
got
got?
to.
What you got going on in your mind? What's going on at school? What's this? What's that? You know what I mean? And I have that open line of communication with her. So and one thing she told me the other day, which I was proud of, is she said, "Dad, I appreciate you because you always checking on me. You never lie to me, and every time you tell me something, it be the truth."
Right.
And I'm not gonna lie to you. And as a parent, you got to tell your kids what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. You know what I mean?
It's a
That's the real
difference.
talk. I
It's a
got
difference.
I got daughters. You know what I'm saying? For all y'all dads out there who, I got daughters, and I still be keeping it not 100, 1,000 with them.
You got
You know
to.
what I mean? I don't sugarcoat nothing with them. I keep it all the way 1,000 with them. I let them know this life don't owe you nothing. You know what I mean? Get out here and get it. You know what I mean? But I also talk to them about a woman's role. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
some women they especially our women, they get outside that little element where they want to try to buck the system, and it's like, look, we're not saying you're beneath us, but we're saying
Right.
there's a pecking order, and if you're a believer, you got to understand this.
Mm-hmm.
God, the man, the woman, and the kids. That's just how it goes.
Right.
That's the tree. You know what I mean? God, the man, the woman, and the kids. Now the
And
average woman gonna look at that and be like, "Oh, nah, so you just saying you trying to be in control?" It's not about being in control. A great leader always gets recommendations from the people he leading, from
right.
his sheep. You know what I mean? A great shepherd always gets the viewpoints of his sheep. You know what I'm saying?
And then while we on this subject, man, we go ahead and slowly switch it to this next topic right here. Speaking of that, like I have a daughter too as well. I have daughters too in my household as well. So it's as a father, I want to ask you, as a father, how important to you in today's world, knowing your daughters are going to grow up and be around some of these. The men are different nowadays. Let's just say that they different. They come with different opinions. They come with different emotions. They come with different, sensibilities. They come with different common sense. They're different. So you being the father of girls, you know what I'm saying? How important is it to you to actually make sure your daughters understand, like, hey, when you have a man in the household, XYZ and this should follow. How important is that to you to make sure they understand that?
Well, it's very important. You know, I one thing as a dad is not only you talking, but you got to lead by example. Actions speak louder than words. You know what I mean? So, what I talk to them about the characteristics of a man, I tell them, well, number one, if that man ain't got God in his life, if God is not number one in his life, he can't lead you because he don't he if he leading if he out here by himself, he blind.
Right, right,
You know what I mean? That's what it is. So God got to be number one in his life. But I also talk to him about the characteristics of a man and how he's supposed to lead them.
right,
Right?
right,
A man, a good leader, like I was saying earlier, is a man who, yeah, he has the last say so. But prime example, and you can relate to this. When you got an idea. You always run it by your wife first, right?
oh yeah, yeah, got you.
So you're gonna run it by your wife, but ultimately you make the final decision, right?
Right,
It may be what you went with, what you was thinking about the first time, but ultimately you run it by her. It's not like you like, man, this one I'm gonna do. We doing this and that's it. No, that's not being a leader. That's not being a good man.
right,
Me, I think that's a weak man. That's a man right there who live with power. Nah,
right, right.
you know what I'm saying. You got to lead in love. You know what I'm saying. So I talk to them about that. I'm always talking to them about the characteristics of a man because I'm a man. I can't really go too deep into a woman because I don't operate like that. You know,
Right,
that the new
right.
era with this, I don't,
Hey. Yeah, that's a good point. Let's break that down. This is a subtopic. Let's break that down real quick, bro. Let me say my point because I've been trying to get this out of my head and off my tongue for a long time. Paul.
yeah, yeah,
But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Men, young men, you have to understand that you're not supposed to understand a woman and what she does. You're not supposed to ever. You can understand bits and pieces, but you never fully go understand it because why? Her DNA is wired completely different. A woman solely and naturally reacts off impulse of emotions.
yeah,
They react off of emotions. You got some that can control the reactions better than some, but just because they're in control of their reaction doesn't mean they're fully engaged in their mental. Their emotions is what drives them. Like when I say drives them, literally, when you ride in the car with a female, if she excited, She feeling good. She got the radio up. She putting a signal on. She letting people over. She stopping at the stop sign. She doing everything right. But you get in there with a woman and she pissed off.
Mm.
Oh, baby, you okay? Did something happen today? Yeah, these at my job. Oh, the light red. I don't care. We all finna go today. Like, no, that ain't how life works.
That ain't how it works.
So women operate like that. Now with men, we more in tune with using the mental side of it. Regardless of what type of dude you is. I don't care if you're a hustler, pimp, gangbanger, a 9 to 5, or an entrepreneur. Men rationalize things regardless, no matter how mad we get. Before we even get to the extreme matters we be like, man, this month got me pissed off, bro. I'm finna go put hands on it. Then you think about who it is, it's like, nah, if I put hands on him, bro, I'm gonna lose my job. If I lose my job, I'm gonna lose my house. I lose my house, I'm gonna lose. We rationalize. You know what I'm saying? So y'all have to understand the difference. We think consciously, with this. Women think emotionally with their emotions. So we're never gonna completely have the full grasp and concept of each other. But it's all on each one of us to understand the checks and balances. The checks and balances is the woman should come to the man and be like, instead of just doing, because your emotions kicked in, you should come to your man and be like, hey, babe, what do you think about this idea before I just jump out here and do it? And then the man gonna sit back and be like, what? She came to me and asked for I'm mad in the household? That's how you get your man to react. Now, as a man, when you get emotionally distraught, you go to the woman and be like, babe, today I had this happen at the job today. I kind of got pissed off about it, but then at the same time, it was like I kind of want to leave it alone. And she'll be like, so let me tell you what I do. She'll get in her woman mode and speak to you about it. So it's checks and balances on how a relationship's supposed to work. But my bad, I kind of veered off.
Nah, you hit it on the head. I mean, that's basically where I was gonna go. And to summarize it up, man, we need each other. You know what I mean?
Right.
A woman, I mean, you look at it biblically, God took one of the ribs of the man and created woman.
Right.
So, in other words, she's a part of us, right? And we're a part of her, right? So we complete with when a man gets a woman, right? And of course, God is the umbrella. He the head honcho. But when it trickles down, the man needs the woman to be completed, right?
Exactly.
My wife is good at certain things that I'm not good at, right? I'm just gonna keep it 100. I'm not really an emotional guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a guy that get in my feelings. I'm not a touchy-feely guy. But
and you're not supposed to be. That's not how we built.
But she is. She's a touchy-feely woman. And she lets me know, hey, it's okay for you to, feel. So how do you feel about that? My wife asked me, well, how did you feel about when they did that? At first, I used to be like, because you don't want to seem weak.
Yeah, you don't care about how they feel.
Yeah, but after a while, when you mature, you like, I'm not. It doesn't mean I'm being weak. You know what I mean? Actually, it means I'm being strong because I'm able to go into my feelings with her. Now, I ain't gonna do that with no other dude. I ain't into the 2024. But I'm saying with my lady. I'm able to go into that with her and be able to, okay, cool. And I'm teaching y'all youngsters this because y'all youngsters think y'all supposed to be hard and gangster 24/7.
You can't,
and that ain't the case. You know what I'm saying?
It's impossible. It's possible, but you're gonna end up in a place you don't want to be.
And truthfully, bro, if you out here trying to be gangster, bro, in 2024, something wrong with you. This not back in the day, man. Like, you got access to so much more stuff than we had access to. You know what I mean? I wish, man, if I knew the stuff I knew now, man, I would have went a whole different. I'll be in the NFL right now. I'm telling you that right now. I'm just gonna keep it 1,000 with you. But
you're doing something with it, bro.
You know what I mean? I would have been well off. Trust me. But Y'all have access to so much resources, so much stuff, so much information. It's no reason why you should be ignorant in any area, truthfully, in my opinion. I'm not saying I'm right, but I'm just saying there's no reason, no circumstance why you should not know something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It, it's no reason, bro. It's no excuse. He said it best. It's no excuse. Like, and then I'm gonna say this too. I know a lot of people get scared when they hear this word or they hear this type of intuition. Intuition, not excuse me, institution. Go to the library,
Mm.
man. Go to the library. You never. The truth is in the library. They just put it somewhere where everybody's scared to go, and that's the truth. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't believe in nothing until I started going to the library. And the library tell you some truth. But again, that's another subject. You know what I'm saying? But let's get back to what we was talking about. The importance of making sure your female, the females in your household, let alone your daughters that you're raising, understand how when a man is building the kingdom, how the pecking orders, how the order is supposed to work. You know what I'm saying? When a man is building a castle, he's already the first one to even think about how he wants to build it. Next thing, he's the one that lays the first brick, and the first brick may not be the actual cement that he puts down to the foundation, but the first brick is the woman he chooses to help him succeed in his plan. You get what I'm saying? So for a woman to understand the pecking order is very important, especially from we are both coming from nothing. And when I say nothing, I don't mean you coming from the slums, from the mud, from the streets, you done got it out of the mud. When I say you coming from out of the mud, you coming from nothing, that means y'all done met each other where y'all were either, high school sweethearts or y'all met each other in college. That literally, that's when you have nothing. You have nothing. You got some people who a little edgy, they done been around some stuff, got their money up, and they entrepreneurs, doughboys, whatever they want to call themselves. Yeah, you got this stuff going on, but at the same time, it's like when you come from nothing. You my high school sweetheart. We both graduated, didn't really know which way we wanted to go, or we met in college, or we met at our first job. We thought it was gonna be the best job we ever had. We gonna stay. You know what I'm saying? We coming from nothing. You have to understand when he chooses you as his first brick, he's choosing you because y'all started from the bottom, and he feels like he has something to grow with. You know what I'm saying? You the first seed he's actually planting to grow this beautiful harvest garden, this big family tree. You know what I'm saying? You're the first brick, you're the first seed. So you have to understand that. So as y'all grow together, you're gonna have to know how to have his back in multiple ways, especially if y'all growing together. Now it's different if you met the female and she was already solidified in her career and she's making her 50, 60,000 a year. You on the opposite side of the spectrum, you barely make it 30. You know what I'm saying? You're still trying to fight. It's different. But when y'all grow together, he's expecting you to never change on him. He's expecting you to be there 100% of the time, no matter what, because y'all grew together. Now, a man understands, like, okay, I met you here on this level. We was on different levels. So, okay, now I see our levels don't kind of match up. It's not eye for eye. So I'm going to go ahead and let you go. We need to go ahead and split up. But it's a difference when he choose you from the ground and y'all grow together all the way up. Am I right or am I wrong, K-Paul?
Nah, you right, bro. You hitting it on the head. You preaching. You preaching Bible right now.
They gotta understand that. Like ladies, you gotta understand that. You got to. And not just the ladies, men too. Like I said, I'm not saying 100%, get Chris Benoit cripped cross face by your woman every other day. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta let her feel like she fits in your realm, in your kingdom. You gotta let her feel like she fit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some days let her walk around and be like, hey, don't move my plant today. I want it right there because the sun out. All right, that's your plant. You can have your plant right there. I'm not gonna touch it. You know what I'm saying? It's different versus like, hey nigga, I'm tired of you. So and so and so and so. This is my house today. Excuse my French, but at the same time, it's like, hey, now we feel like we gotta knuckle up because now I feel like I'm threatened in my house. You getting too bold. You getting too masculine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
But that's why I say a man provides the house, a woman makes it into a home.
right, right.
So if she up in there talking to you, disrespecting you, you know what I mean? Me, I'm not gonna tolerate that. I'm just gonna leave you. I ain't got time for all that. I don't play with my freedom like that. I done
No,
had
sir.
too many close calls.
Right.
You know, I'm just not. I ain't with it. I ain't for those.
He
I
said,
ain't
I
with it.
ain't with it.
You know what I mean? I ain't got time for that stuff. But you know, you got some dudes, and I understand they get pushed to that point, and every man has a breaking point. You know, every man. You know, some men is shorter than others. You know, some girl may call him out his name, and next thing you know, he turned to Mike Tyson on her. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
You know, I understand. You know, I definitely get it. But at the end of the day, being a man is understanding, you know, what you need to entertain and what you not need to entertain.
Right,
You
right,
know, and if she talking like that, you can let her know politely, you know, because you don't want to be on 10 and she on 10. You know, so you be like, hey, well, since you feel that way, you know what I'm saying? I don't appreciate you talking to me like that, so I'm gonna dip. I'm gonna bounce. You know what I mean?
right.
You have a good day. And
Gotta
just go
roll
about
out.
your business. And I guarantee you, because it's work, trust me. She gonna sit there and analyze her actions, and she gonna call you later on that night, or she gonna be trying to call you 10 minutes later.
And,
Can you come
and
back? We can talk later. But you got to stand on your square. You know what I mean? That's just it. And you
that's
got
how
to let.
y'all grow. That's how y'all grow into grown adults. That's how y'all learn to communicate. That's how y'all learn to, learn. That's how y'all learn each other boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared to have those days where it's feeling like, you was wrong. No, I ain't changed. You was wrong.
Yeah.
And that's on both sides of the spectrum. Again, you can't be that person if you ain't gonna let it slide to you every now and then, especially as a man. You gotta let her feel, and she gotta make sure you feel as a man, but you gotta let her feel like she has some part, some type of say so in your kingdom.
Okay. So we're gonna slide into this next one since we talk about marriage, right? I know you didn't watch the Super Bowl. I didn't watch it either, but I know you saw the incident that happened at halftime. So my question to you is this: if that's your wife who getting fondled on by
Mm.
another man, what's your reaction to that?
Ooh. Me personally, like I grew up, and Alicia Keys was my boo, was my baby, was my thing. I wanted her. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure the way I expressed it, that's the way Swiss Beats feel about Alicia Keys.
Yeah.
So for that to happen, not just on, it wasn't just ordinary television, bro. This is the Super Bowl. Whether you love the Chiefs, hated the Chiefs, whether you love the 49ers, hated the 49ers, people literally tuned in just to see this show. The ratings went up when this part of the game came on. The halftime show came on. The ratings went sky.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just the ordinary stage that this happened on. So if I'm Swiss Beats, I'm not gonna say I'm going off the deep end on it, but I need to know, like, out of all the chances you had to do this off stage, off screen, off script, off whatever, why you choose this stage here? Why wasn't no? It should have been some type of repercussion for Usher if we was really like that. As soon as he grabbed you, it should have been like mic drop, boom, boom. Hold up, Swizzy, do 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 do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this Swizzy, this I'm his girl, I'm his wife. Why you
Yeah.
touching me?
Yeah.
Like, so I ain't gonna lie. First, I'm gonna check her because again, another life situation right here. Push come to shove, your woman is out there offering herself. You check her first, and then you figure out what the issue is with the man. But
That's
anyways, we'll get on that subject later. You always check the woman first. But I'm gonna check. A Keys first. Hey, Alicia, what the problem is? What the deal was tonight? You had a little bit too much to drink, or was it? Like, what's up with it? You know what I'm saying? And then after that, she give me a story. Whoop whoop. All right, now I'm finna go see what was up with him.
yeah.
Okay, I'm still confused. Now we finna get both y'all in the room, and I'm saying let y'all talk. And whichever one I feel like jumping on first, that's what I'm jumping on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I hate to resort to violence. I hate to let it escalate. Somebody got to give me answers, man. Somebody got to give me some answers, man.
Man, that's the politically correct answer. I'm not gonna lie to you. He know who my wife is. He know everything. So when I see Buddy, I'm taking off on him. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Now, granted, people was talking about, oh, that's emotional. I don't care. It comes a point in time in life where you got boundaries and you got to stand on your 10.
Right.
It's my wife. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you can't.
You over there grinding, bumping and grinding, holding her from the back. She smiling. You know, nah. So
She's enjoying it.
I'm going to drop him first. And then I'm going to talk. I want her to be there. I want all of us to be in the room.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to boop, drop him. And and it's not going to be where I make a big scene about it. I'm just going to be casually calm about it. Hey, brother, can you come in here? As soon as he come in there, hey, can you shut the door? Everybody else out. I just want us three in here. You know, as soon as he shut the door, I'm going to walk over there, boom, drop him. Now, and then I'm going to talk to her. Now, you see he on the floor. What happened? Let's have a conversation.
Right.
You know, and no way, shape, or form, I ain't endorsing violence. We don't do that on Mountain Girls Podcast unless it come your way. You got to do what you got to do. But all I'm saying is, that's my wife.
Right.
This ain't no, and this is the thing. This ain't like we ain't famous, right? Now I'm just saying if I was Swiss Beats, I get if I was a regular dude, you didn't know that was my wife. You know who Alicia Keys is. You know who I am. You over there, meat on booty. You know what I mean? She smiling. You, nah. It ain't happening, Cam.
That's dead, bro.
I'm sorry. So, like I said, casually, hey brother, can you come over here? I just want to talk to you in this room. Hey babe, come in here. Oh, babe, you like the performance? Yeah, it was cool. Hey, you shut the door? Yeah. Boom, sleep.
It's over with.
It's
Now that I let my frustration out, because you see, it was a lot of frustration because it only took one.
Yeah.
Now, what the problem is? You know what I'm saying? You
Like,
gotta get that straight, man.
Like, what we doing? You see me out here fondling some girls? What's up?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you know.
When did this become an open relationship? I thought it was closed from the get-go.
Yeah, we ain't Will and Jada. You know, I'm trying to figure this out. You know, and I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. Cause, hold on, he getting back up. Hold on, hey brother, you all right? Boop, drop him back on the floor. All right, so look.
That should have been nipped in the bud immediately on stage. Oh no, Swizzy's here. You won't touch me.
And I ain't saying nothing on no social media, so they would have been like, oh, and this would have been done in private, so nobody would have knew nothing. I wouldn't have sat there and, told the world, oh, I dropped him. This would have been like how Suge Knight used to do in the back in the day. I used to hang with him.
Oh yeah.
We finding out everything now.
Yeah.
They would have been like, hey, that boy Swiss Beats, he stole off on us, man.
Nah. I feel bad for the man, bro. Cause I know that's his boat. Cause like I said, man, growing up, Alicia Keys was, if it wasn't about Alicia Keys or Maya, I did not care, bro. I did not care. I did not care, bro. And for Swiss Beats to actually have her, that's nuts, bro. And that's tough to go down like that on stage in front of the whole world.
But it would have got dropped in private
immediately, bro.
They would have been like, Usher's being rushed to the hospital. And he got overheated, man. I don't know what's wrong with him. Yeah.
Oh man. Hopefully they make it through. They see it through. All of them see it through. Cause I wouldn't know a lot of her eyes be closed, his eyes be closed, and I'll be sitting in prison. So ain't nobody seeing nothing. It'll be over with, bro.
Yeah, man. That's disrespectful, bro. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. And it kind of make you look like a simp if you just let that stuff rock. You know what I mean? And I know he probably cool with Usher, you know what I mean? But I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, we could be cool, but you gonna get these hands first, and then we go back to being cool.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, some got to give. Some got to give in that situation. Some got to give, bro. Some got to give, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because
Yeah,
when I first heard it, I was like, "What? Wait a minute, Usher did what to who?" They
nah,
said, "Yeah, she was all he was all over her." And da, da, da. I'm like, "Ain't that Swiss Beats?" People talking about, but yeah, they go wait. I don't give a fuck how far you go back,
bro. This man, Usher disrespectful. That boy, I saw another video. Jacquees, the singer,
Oh,
was I think they was at a game or something. Usher walked by, dabbed him up. Then he looked at his woman, was like, "Ooh," and then looked at Jacquees and was like,
oh, so he notorious for these acts.
"Yeah." I said, "Nah, man, nah, buddy, need hands put on him." That's he known to do this. He just do it.
Yeah,
You
he
know what I'm saying?
notorious for these acts. Okay. So
Yeah,
it ain't no explaining for Swiss Beats. Did he get these hands, bro?
yeah, bro. That's why I said what I said. Like he immediately getting dropped because
Yeah, he
I seen him. I seen that because at first I was like, well, I ain't gonna lie. My first response like yours. I'm gonna pull her in the room, nobody else, and we're gonna talk. We're gonna figure out what's going on. When did this become a thing? Whatever. But once I saw that video of him with Jacquees, I said, man, I'm dropping, buddy. Soon as, hey, brother, come in here, man. I just want, we just want to, talk about the performance, man. That was good. Hey, everybody get out, man. Shut the door. Yeah.
gonna be some furniture moving in this mother.
That's it.
That's
Unless he
crazy.
shut that door, they gonna hear some. Everything all right now? Yeah, man, we good, bro. We
That's
good.
crazy. I didn't know he was notorious for it, bro.
But man, I'm gonna send you the video. I think I sent it to my wife, so
Yeah, please let me see that because I did not know.
because I was like, man, this boy need to be stopped, man. This boy tripping. You know what I
That's
mean?
uh, that's crazy. But yeah, I feel bad for the man, but he gotta let him know something because if not, this man is gonna be out and on the hunt for everybody's women until he find the right one. He gonna do something to somebody's woman and they gonna get on his ice.
Bro, I'm telling you, man. This old dude need to be stopped, bro. I'm
That's
sitting
crazy.
there and I'm just like, man, how can you allow this to happen with no repercussions? There has to be repercussions. And I see Swiss commenting back, talking about, oh, it's nothing, da da da. Man, I ain't trying to hear none of that. Hey, Usher, let's go talk over here in this room real quick. Hey, can we use this room? Yeah, you just shut the door. Rap. Usher going to bed early.
That's crazy, bro. Well, for now, Swiper is on the loose and he's still swiping. You feel me? But you know what I'm saying? That's sad. But you know what I'm saying? We gotta chop it up about a few things. I got one more thing I really want to touch on for the people. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all see me, fiddling around over here. Yeah, this me at home. I'm working on some stuff. Don't mind me. You know what I'm saying? You just go catch me. This is a regular day in the life of Brody. You know what I'm saying? My bad. I was over here fiddling around, but I'm enjoying the vibe. You know what I'm saying? I'm enjoying the vibe. You know what I'm saying? Glad we can speak, y'all, again on a different subject. You know what I'm saying? No more football. You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? No more football. We get to get the grown topics out the way. But hate to bring it back to football. So I was gonna try to hold it, but we can give him a little snippet, a little preview. CJ Stroud, quarterback of our beloved Houston Texans.
Mm.
Rookie of the year. If he wasn't a rookie, he probably would have been the offensive player of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And probably could have got MVP because if you literally take CJ Stroud off of the Houston Texans, which is the meaning of MVP, if you take him off the Houston Texans, where do they go? Who is the quarterback? Who's relevant? I don't even think Nico Collins, Tank Dell, Singletary, a lot of people is completely irrelevant this season if CJ Stroud is not the quarterback. And that's what I consider MVP. That if you take him away from this situation, where does this team go or this organization? But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know before next season even kick off. I let my boys know that I'm not really in tune with the organizations of the NFL no more. I'm more into play. I'm here to represent the players. You know what I'm saying? The players. You know what I'm saying? Just like some old school pimp stuff. I'm at the players' ball. I want to talk about the players. The players make the organization. But again, let me stay. Stay the course. CJ Stroud, how you feel about some of his? We don't have to go in depth because we know the other guys want to get in on this topic too. So I ain't gonna completely just give him the bows and move and we get to talk about it. But how you feel about his actions as far as like some of his current sceneries and guests that's popping up in his his feeds and his pictures. How you feel about that?
I feel like because of his celebrity now, a lot of people are trying to latch on to, he the hot topic right now. So they want to be involved with it. You know, what I don't like is there's certain people that are toxic to him, and like B said, we're not gonna go into detail about that. We're gonna wait. But as a rookie, you got to be able to analyze everything. As a celebrity, forget as a rookie, you got to be able to analyze the people you're around. I don't need to, be around them to see who they are.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these people that's coming around, you pretty much already know about them. So the questions that should be asked when you get invited somewhere is who's gonna be there, right? And which we talked about this in the group chat. I don't go places where I know that I'm gonna react a certain way if somebody piss me off or anything like that. Reason why is because I try to make sure that I'm in control of everything that's going on around me.
Correct.
I can't control if I go somewhere where I know these dudes selling dope or whatever, and or I know that this person know how to push my buttons to make me mad and get irate. I can't go to these locations and where they gonna be at.
Right.
Right now, if they come to where I'm at, I can control that situation because I could say, "Hey, you could come, but if you doing X, Y, Z, and F, you out of there." You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what it is. So I think with him, he has to do a better job of doing that. I think he's trying to come off, which as African Americans, we tend to get caught in this bubble where we want to try to keep it real in any profession,
Right.
whether you're a police officer, military, firefighter. It's just we want to result back to this is where I come from, and white people don't do that. White people don't do that. Mexicans don't do that. Well, some do. Okay, but now a large quantity don't. Chinese people definitely don't do that. Middle Easterns, they don't do stuff like that, right? They don't have to result back to. They don't go backwards. They go forward.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem with us and even the black athlete is we try to result back, right? You got dudes that are millionaires. They trying to be the hoodest dude. Look at John Moran. The hoodest dude in the world. It's like, bro, you don't gotta be like that no more. You're not even hanging around these people no more.
There's no
You
point.
you are a millionaire, bro. Like you really don't like. That's kind of lame that you even trying to go hang with them to keep. You know what I mean? Like I get it. You want to come off as authentic and genuine. You could do that by donating,
Mm-hmm.
doing food drives, toy drives, turkey drive, whatever. You know what I mean? But just going back or just going to certain bro. So I just think he got to be careful.
Right.
He just got to be careful how he moving. You know what I'm saying? That's my take on it.
Right. That now that you said giving back, a video popped in my head that I seen came across my feed. I don't even know why it was on my algorithm. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of giving back is a way of showing your appreciation and actually you're still going back. You're just not putting yourself in a situation to get in trouble. Like Mike Epps did. I forget it. I think he's from Indiana, ain't he?
Mm-hmm.
He Gary or something like that. Gary. I don't know if it's Gary, but he's from Indiana. Let's just keep that fact in there. He's from Indiana.
Yeah.
But he had went back and I think it was Michael Blackson was with him. And he was like, look at this nigga. He's back where he gentrified his block. But at the same time, the people were still happy, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people that's, kind of poverty stricken or that came up from the ghettos or the projects, they don't like using the word gentrification. So they made it a joke. But that's a way of giving back. That's a perfect example. I'm glad you brought that up. So I can get that out of my mind. I got to get my mind right. Tell me, get your mind. But yeah, I give my quick take on it. I'm gonna give overall synopsis, and then I'm gonna give my spin on it. And the next time we get everybody grouped up or whatever, we'll talk about it full fledged. But I look at it like this. I'm gonna keep it short and simple. CJ Stroud, he is a person, whether he's on or off the field. You have a mission on and off the field. The mission on the field, we know you're 1,000% dedicated to it because you've been doing this for a long time for certain stipulations and certain reasons. All right. So that part, when you get on the field, that's automatic. That's given. You continue to do your thing. But who you are off the field has made you who you are on the field. Because remember, you coming from a household of struggles. Pops in and out of prison, doing crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Mom struggling with you and the rest of your family members. You basically becoming the man of the house. And you said you don't want your family to struggle. Okay, good job. You've now reached that platform. But remember, with this platform, you got to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Do the right thing. That's all. I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want to dive too deep. Do the right thing. And remember, you have a job, you have a mission on and off the field, and don't let them distract you. Watch who your company is. You know what I'm saying? You already know the slogan. You already know the saying. Keep your enemies close, but keep your friends closer. You know what I'm saying? You know how it go. Watch the company you keep, and then you got to understand too, some of the places that you're going, this is only by invitation with something behind it, with intent behind it. And most of the time, it's not good intent behind it. You feel what I'm saying? But anyways, I'm not going to dive too deep. I'm gonna say my other golden nuggets for when we get the rest of the boys, the rest of the crew back on here. But hey, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of this was a freestyle session, whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? Capo hopped in, hopped on, got to chopping it up about this and that and third. You know what I'm saying? We talked a little bit about relationships. We talked a little bit about understanding how the pecking order works in the household. We talked about a little bit of football. We talked a little bit about, how CJ Stroud should handle himself in certain manners and represent who he is on and off the field. We also got into some analogies about and some comparisons about how we grew up versus how kids grow up. Now, we talked about accountability and so forth. Now, I want y'all to understand these episodes going to keep coming like this. You know what I'm saying? Football season is over. We want to dive, really, we really want to dive into breaking down society and trying to understand what we can understand. That way we can help where we're needed to be offering help at versus just being here as black men and not understanding where the help is needed. You know what I'm saying? So this is us reaching out to the people of the world, which is the real true intent behind the podcast. Like I say, I know I keep referring back to it. It may have seemed like it was kind of centered around the NFL, but now that that's over, you're going to start getting more of these type of episodes from us. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go more in depth about who we are as men, what we represent, why we came up with this podcast and so forth. And we're going to get everybody on here. We're going to get Jeff. We're going to get Mike. We're going to have some guests. You know what I'm saying? We might bring one old person back just to get them a quick feature. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how we feel as a group. So, you know what I'm saying? Just stay tuned. Keep vibing with us. Keep rocking with us. And K-Po, you go ahead. I know you got something extra you want to say. You know what I'm saying? Don't leave him hanging. Don't leave him hanging now. But why
Yeah,
you speak?
I mean, for the most part, brother, man, you touched on everything, man. We like I always tell y'all, we ain't running for no smoke. We talk about any and everything on this podcast. We got great things coming. So y'all stay tuned. You know what I mean? Stay with us, ride with us, and we're gonna continue to grow together. That's the beautiful thing about this family. I'm Boss, that's Brody. We out.
We out of here. Come back and vibe with us. You feel me?